My name's Gil Williams. I own MacroSun International. We're local and we're global. We have a business here at 1310 Washington Avenue and also a location in the Loop. Glad to be downtown, part of the downtown renaissance of St. Louis. Kind of the somewhat of pioneers of the new wave of businesses that have been relocating down here. And we moved here in '05. Been in St. Louis since '91. Work with the artisans and craftspeople on a person-to-person fair trade basis through South and Southeast Asia, India, Nepal, Thailand, Indonesia, Pakistan, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan. So giving a little bit different kind of perspective through the medium of art. It's a non-threatening way for people to approach other cultures, see the common ground on a personal level rather than a soundbite in the media. We're actually working in partnership with people through the years. Gives a little different perspective than a 30-second clip on the news. So. It was a great historical space, but it was definitely a fixer-upper. It's the Knickerbocker Clothing Company in the heart of Garment Row from the 1880s. So it's we had the opportunity actually to purchase the ground floor of the Knickerbocker. So it was actually like buying really a piece of St. Louis history, part of Garment Row. But we had the 18-foot wood beam ceilings, the columns, the brick, you know, what a great structure to start with, but everything else is all new. All the electric, the lights, the duct work, every other wall except, you know, the brick wall. So 18 feet is a lot of drywall, a lot of paint. But it's a great space. It's a perfect setup for us with the resurgence downtown, the loft residence, just all the activity in the downtown area, the sporting and music venues here that are increasing with each passing month and year. So it was a significant investment and a significant opportunity for our business. We had wanted a space to call our own. I mean, my last space, I said, no more sharecropping. I'm either going to buy the property, and this opportunity came up. We can do our retail business, our friends in the front, and we have a great warehouse space in the back with loading dock, something I've always really wanted. Secretly, it's not an exciting thing, but it's exciting for me to have a loading dock, and 18 feet is a lot of vertical space to pour store up, and also real dramatic for our display. And we also put in a mezz, so we have a second level. Basically, we doubling the square footage there. So it's a lot of creative things that we feel like we did with the space too, in keeping the history, the character, the beauty of the space, and the integrity of the structure, but adding our own cosmopolitan kind of flares. With the stained concrete is actually inspired by Tibetan cloud design, and a lot of our pieces are from artisans in places like Saigon and Kathmandu and Jogjakarta, Jaipur. So I'd like to bring, you know, a little bit of the world to St. Louis, and you know. So this is a Tibetan singing bowl. You actually feel the sound. It's both a musical instrument and really a tool for meditation. So to play it, you can play it. All the kids, the whole family can play it and enjoy it. But it takes a little bit of practice. You have to find the balance between going too fast, too slow. So it's handmade by the Tibetan refugee community in Nepal, and it's a special mix of metals. We have a great collection. We've been working with the Tibetan refugee community for over 15 years now. So we've got some old pieces, hand-hammered pieces, hand-etched pieces. We have a range of clothing. We work with, again, the artisans through South Asia, Southeast Asia, in North India. We have there's beautiful sari brocade material that we reuse and make into kind of like Western fashions. It's beautiful material, and it's kind of an East meets West thing, and it's reusing this beautiful sari material. Lots of beautiful dresses from the islands of Bali and Java, silks from Thailand. And since we're buying direct and working with the artisans, we can both pay them a fair price. We're lean. We do it direct from Jogjakarta to St. Louis. So there's not a lot of middlemen. We work with, again, the artisans for our sterling jewelry that's all hand carved, mostly from around Jaipur and northwest India and Rajasthan, and in Kathmandu, in Bali, and around Chiang Mai in northern Thailand. So again, there's little centers, little villages where still people specialize in silver work and silver making, where the stones come from. In Bali, it's from Chuluk, say, in central Bali. In North India, around in Jaipur, beautiful moonstones, garnets, carnelian, all these have a different kind of energy, and just beautiful stones. A range of people come and buy, and some people are interested in the tradition. We also have tribal jewelry from India, from Pakistan, older pieces, antique jewelry for people who kind of collect that thing. We also have a lot of high school and college students. We have people giving gifts for their wives, you know, a whole range of people. Again, I've tried to make it accessible and interesting. So making the cultures, building bridges to other cultures, but having fun with it. Celebrating the cultural differences and the beauty of the artwork. So that's part of our mission. So we also have a range of beautiful artistic, I would say, treasures from South and Southeast Asia, from beautiful wood carvings from plantation-grown mahogany and tribal textiles, antique textiles from North India, Buddhist and Hindu artwork. That piece that the camera's resting on is literally a ton. It's volcanic stone from Java. It will last not merely generations or centuries, but truly millennia. So the artwork is reflective of the spirituality, and it's reflective of the culture. It's something to celebrate. And a couple of things. I mean, the world is getting smaller, for one thing, and the world has come to St. Louis. I mean, I grew up in St. Louis, so I've seen just the changes, the influx of different kinds of people from all different countries, and this, I think, learning through the medium of art and through it's both a local and global thing. I mean, we're local. We're very much part of the local St. Louis community. We're active in local business associations and so forth. But it's we're active in renovating, part of the Renaissance of downtown, and celebrating all the cultural diversity in the Loop. Yet we're also global. I mean, on a personal level. So, to me, there's the bigger political, national approaches, and then there's kind of the grassroots approach, family to family, person to person. And that also has a lot of meaning too, and we try to approach it in that way. And St. Louis is an international city. I mean, we should celebrate our international diversity here, and we're really glad to be a part of that, at least the bridge to South Asia. And it's an honor, really. It's great to be in St. Louis, and it's great to be, you know, a citizen of the world, just as we all are, you know. www.macrosun.com. We're open 11 to 6 Monday through Saturday, 12 to 5 Sunday downtown, and 11 to 8 in the Loop Monday through Thursday, 11 to 9 Friday, Saturday. So please come join us.